Michael Doobie Doober.
Welcome to the show, episode 9. I am your host, Mike Duber, and with me today is co-host Cheyenne. Cheyenne, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again.
You're welcome. And our guest today, Harrison Dye. Harrison.
Good evening.
Nice. It was a great show at the Karaoke Comedy Roast, and
so
thank
much
you.
Fun, dude. Thanks for having me. Yeah, Johnny hooked it up by putting my name out there. I appreciate you putting me up. Had a great time talking shit. Roasted you. Roasted Jeff over there.
Yeah, he did roast Jeff.
Came on stage. We went for it too. We had a good time.
Oh, it was fun. Yeah, for sure. There was a lot of blows. It was fun. You actually said that I was my girlfriend's emotional service pet.
Amy Black. Yeah. But Amy Blackwell was the one who said emotional support animal.
Oh.
I said that Kelly was your carer.
Oh.
That was pretty fun. I had a blast.
Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, but that one was the best. The you being an emotional support animal was the best roast of the evening. That's for sure.
And Benny Pitts had done a great job there hosting it.
Benny's always a great host. So
For sure. I'm sharing our Facebook feed
You're
right
good.
now.
I'm gonna.
And then you could always reshare that.
Yep. Hook it up with the reshare.
So let me ask you, how long have you been in Las Vegas?
My wife and I moved here 2013 of October, so 6 years. 6 years. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I say at 7, you're a bona fide local.
I feel like it. This last time we went back to my hometown in Oregon. So I'm from Oregon.
Okay.
From the Newport, which is smack dab in the middle. It's 10,000 people, little tourist town. But that's why we moved out to the desert because it rains all the time.
Okay.
There's no work there. But last time we went and visited, I was like, oh, this doesn't feel like home anymore. I was like, I love Vegas. I miss Vegas.
So, what do you like more about Vegas than Oregon?
Being able to buy booze after 9 o'clock at
Yeah.
night. That's really the best part about Vegas is the access of everything.
Yeah.
Do you miss the woods out there?
The tree, yeah, I miss the trees for sure. Yeah, that's the nice thing about Oregon. But to get that trees, you have to have the rain.
Are there not enough record stores for you, Harrison?
I had gone through all of the ones up there, so I was like, I gotta see what Vegas has to offer. I gotta come down here.
We'll
But
find you at
there's
Zia.
yeah.
Zia Rex.
The one over on,
That's the spot. They got
shout out
2
to
of them.
Zia. I love Zia.
You
I just
do?
picked up Home Alone, so I do tour guiding for the Grand Canyon, and I have to buy PG movies, but I had to buy DVDs because I have Blu-rays.
That's kind of cool, though. I mean,
yeah,
there's
so,
some good ones,
exactly.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures PG. So I'll throw that on. That's my favorite one.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah, and I don't ask people. I'm just like, all right, guys, we're watching Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I feel like that makes it fun. Yeah.
Some guys will be like, yeah, they'll get all excited.
Like, girl, I'm your flight attendant today.
Exactly. Yep. You have no choice. You're with me. It's a good time though. We have fun.
Where you go out into the Hoover Dam?
Grand Canyon.
The
and
Grand
Hoover
Canyon?
Dam And the Hoover Dam. Yeah,
Oh.
it's a long day.
What are some of the jokes?
I don't do damn jokes because I think they're so damn stupid. That's my version of a damn joke. I think it's so. I don't know. That's my version. That's what I say.
Damn jokes ended because they used to be the thing. Like
Oh,
your
yeah.
parents would tell you damn jokes out here in Vegas.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, we're on a damn tour. Welcome to the damn dam. Take some damn photos. So, look, it's so to me after the first 2, you're just like, I want to kill myself. So I just do that one, and people that one gets laughs, and then that's about it.
Put on Bill and Ted.
Yeah, exactly.
Play that. Or
No, I could tell you everything about it, but that would bore you guys, put you to sleep.
tell
It
me
sounds fun.
It's fun.
tell me a little bit about weed and comedy. We wanted to talk about this.
That's weed and comedy, because we got blazed before we started this, so we gotta keep on track. Weed and comedy, yeah. I smoke weed all the time, so it's kind of for me not any different. It's not like I do stand up sober because I'm pretty much baked all the time.
Mhm.
But yeah, I have to. It forces you to remember. I have to work on memorizing my jokes, but that's never really been too difficult for me. you know, you will be up there. If you get too baked, you forget your shit.
I find sometimes the audience too, if the audience is majority stoned, sometimes it's hard because they're not getting those jokes for like 5 minutes later.
Yeah. But I find you can connect, like, at the same time, for me, sometimes my thoughts go places where they wouldn't normally go. And that, you know.
As the audience member?
No, as the comic up on stage.
No.
You know, but as the audience member, yeah, I think it's funny. If I'm stoned. I'll be in the movie theater, like, baked, watching a movie and be the only one laughing at some stupid shit, you know, that I like that was funny to me, and everybody's like, what the fuck are you laughing at?
There was a movie I did that too recently that I was maybe like a couple years ago. I was just on the ground just like laughing, rolling. No one else is laughing this hard, and I'm just.
Was it like a drama and it was like somebody was dying and you weren't supposed to be laughing and you were laughing at the fact that somebody was dying, or was it a comedy?
I think it was like MASH.
MASH.
That's like a sad
One of the
MASH.
dudes from MASH lives in my hometown, and he was like the first dude. He had a Tesla back like when nobody had them, and they're like, "That's the dude from MASH." As if you saw the Tesla in town, and I couldn't even tell you which dude from MASH.
Not one of them.
But I just knew that's what I know about MASH.
The one with the buzz cut.
That's what my brain jumps to. My stoner brain, when I connect, when somebody says MASH, it connects that dot.
I don't really hear MASH that often.
It's a little before my time, but I know you're younger. I can tell you for sure. How old are you, Mike?
33, 34, 34 now? 34?
That's about right.
That's about right.
That's about right. I'm 27, so I'm about I'm a little bit right.
I was gonna guess
got
like
more
I was
MASH
gonna
reruns
guess
than we
like
did.
12 going on 20 for you.
Yep. I still have that same look from middle school. Like I'm about to go to a Fall Out Boy concert.
You look identical to the first person that sold me fake acid.
Dude, I've either bought all bunk acid every 5 times I've tried it, or I just doesn't work on me, which would be the lamest thing in the world. But I've tried acid 5 times, and it has not worked a single time.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm starting to feel like, am I the one? You know, is it my, what's wrong with me? I feel like that girl at a party that none of the guys want to talk to.
It was
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
You got sucker tech.
Yeah, exactly.
Acid's like, no, Harrison, it's not you, it's me.
It's me. It's bad acid. So I'll keep trying it until I'm not gonna. If somebody's like, "Hey, I got
Give it a
acid
fair
for
shot.
$10," I'll be like, "Well, we'll see if this one works," you know. And
That's
we'll
how
see
it
how many
goes.
times we'll buy bunk acid before I get buy good shit. So, you know, just playing out.
The odds are pretty good until you get some stuff that kills you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, I've done mushrooms like quite a few times, and that shit always works. So
Yeah.
I know like what the feel, and so I'm like
Right.
waiting for it to come, but it just never does. I don't have that problem, but
With acid though.
with acid, yes.
I mean, were you buying it from someone that looked just like you too?
No,
Were there red flags here?
it's a person I trust too, so that's why I'm just
Was it the
think
same
it's
person
me.
every time?
no. The first time, I for sure knew it was like that he sold us pot.
Yeah.
The first time it was like a guy. Yeah, you were like.
Yeah.
He's like, I got acid. And you're like, well, we'll try it. And then I get home and my buddies were like, oh, we bought the acid. We didn't feel anything. And I had bought like 3 more drops than they had. I was like, well, all right.
Good thing they weren't time released. You guys
Exactly.
are done.
Oh, I know. So I was just like, I'll just do the whole thing.
Found these in my uncle's closet from the 70s.
Just liquid and it's just baby oil.
Came out of Jeff's closet.
Yikes.
Or something.
Baby.
Yeah, Jeff looks like he sells acid.
I was gonna say Jeff looks like he knows where to get some good
Yeah,
I
acid.
don't even know what's growing in the closet.
I know. Here's the thing, though. This is what I found with acid throughout my lifetime too. Is that it fucking dude? The best acid comes from someone that gives it to you for free.
That's probably
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's how you
true.
know. If someone's
Yeah.
giving it to you for
Yeah.
free of charge, you know that they're
feel
probably tripping
That's how
really
about-
hard.
Yeah.
That's how I have
I
with
feel
weed,
like,
though,
but
for
most
me.
things, if you're getting it for free, you're like,
Oh hell
oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's way better because I wouldn't pay for it. So
Exactly.
like, let's go.
I'm sure this, Cheyenne, shout out. She gave us some nice oil. I'm excited to some THC, not oil, but like lotion. I would
Yeah,
say
it's
to
a
try.
pain
Thank you
salve.
so
Yeah,
much.
you're so
welcome.
Free. It's gonna be awesome.
See, and it's gonna.
Yeah. See,
10
and
times
weed
better.
finds a way. I always say that. Back to weed. I'll talk. Like every show, concert I go to, anything, you know, like we were just talking about it. I was walking down the strip, and I was out of weed, and I smelled this weed, and I turned around, and this lady was smoking a doobie, which I say like an old person. Doobie, I got made fun of for saying doobie instead of joint the other day at a party, and I was like, what?
Was it a new age party? This is like a. Where were you?
I was at Ralph's house. It was one of those parties.
Oh.
It was fun. And I was rolling them up. I was the one rolling all the doobies too, and I was like rolling doobies, and they're like, "What are you, 60?" Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. 'Cause I was singing. So,
Hold on. Have you ever done 420 comedy specific?
no, I don't do 420 jokes really, because I just.
Do you feel like the jokes do you?
Yeah, I don't know. I talk about my jokes on stage. I talk about my wife and my daughter. You know, it's ultimately what I'm kind of finding is working best for me.
Mm-hmm.
True stories that I've found, you know, because ridiculous shit
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Because I have both, and I've never done 420 specific comedy, but I know that I could, because I
Yeah.
have the material to.
I've tried jokes about like sketchy weed stores that I like. You know what I mean? Like trying to like specific situations, but I think people either in their mind have a cooler story, or you know, or feel like they've heard it before. You know?
Right.
Or it's a similar story. Oh yeah, we've all had that happen to us. You know, buying weed. I do miss buying weeds in a sketchy way. It's so nice and easy now. Just going to the store.
Yeah. It's like going to a coffee shop or something.
Yeah.
It's so casual.
Yeah,
It is. They were talking about it coming in Whole Foods.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh,
Weed.
yeah.
Yep.
It should
My
be.
wife's gonna be like, "Are you sure?" Oh, she goes, she's listening to it.
What's the shopping list?
Shout out to my wife.
She's like, how do you pronounce this? White willow?
No. Funny enough, my wife doesn't really. She doesn't smoke weed. I'm the stoner. And then sometimes she'll be like, "You smoke weed all the time, but you met me and what I like."
Right.
You married the stoner.
Yeah.
I'm not. You know.
You gotta let her know that you smoke for her too.
Oh yeah, because it's for me. Yeah.
Like I have to smoke enough for
It
you
helps
too.
Me.
And
It helps me help you. You know, oh, is it like that? That when you're pregnant and like, yeah, you feel
Yeah.
pregnancy vibes, the stoner vibes that transfer across.
do you guys have any favorite weed movies?
Pineapple Express. When I first
Yeah.
started smoking weed at like 17, 18. Sorry, Ma. When I was, Pineapple Express is the one that we would watch like all the time. I love that movie. So,
Any favorite parts?
the whole thing. I don't know.
All of it.
The fucking probably like when they're in the woods at night and he's all fucking freaked out because they're all just baked, and then he's like, "Oh shit!" and runs to the woods. You didn't hear anything, man. I fucking heard something. In the car, like the battery dies. I like that. Yeah, that's probably my favorite part.
I think mine was Half Baked
Yep.
because I started smoking at the same time as that
Number two.
movie.
Hell yeah.
And that was like my favorite thing. It captured you, as a kid.
It's
Especially
so
because they
good.
showed the beginning as
Yeah.
they were kids,
Mhm.
It's like, damn, they were my age too. They were like 12. I think that's when I started smoking at 12.
You ever suck dick for weed?
Yeah,
Oh,
my
goodness.
favorite is definitely Animal House.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because my parents used to watch it all the time.
See, I don't
like,
know if I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
'Cause it make-
I can't even.
I have
yeah,
a reason
you-
why. I
No.
was raised Mormon. And so,
Oh,
until
yeah,
I
you
was
have
like
to watch
18,
it.
yeah, I'd never been
Have
able to watch
to.
rated R
Yeah.
movies. So there were certain movies that I just had never seen, but I caught up on a lot. But
Yeah,
I need to
no,
watch it.
that
I know,
was-
I'm aware of it.
Yeah,
How
that was my
Mormon?
parents' like date night movie.
How
How
Mormon,
Mormon?
were you?
Like, I'm the black sheep of the family. Like, I was the first one. I'm a Mormon. I didn't go on my mission, but I was Mormon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What about the
Yeah.
magic underwear?
I never got that shit. See, I never went. That's probably what, like, when you get married or when you go on your mission. See, like, my brother went, but he went to Chile. And I was
Oh, okay.
like, they're probably going to send me to fucking Vegas. And, I was like, I didn't want to. Yeah, I see those guys riding around here. I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
so bad for them, I'm like, fuck.
Oh, the kids mess with them too.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
No, everybody
Yeah.
messes with
Yeah.
them.
It's kind of bad. Like, but you feel bad for them, but in a way, it's like, well, look at you though. Like, look how you're dressed.
It's
like,
your brainwash though.
Yeah.
So like, you know, and then that first time I smoked weed I was like, oh fuck, that shit's stupid.
as a kid, we were scared of Mormons here in the
Yeah.
city.
Oh really? Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's like 10% of the population here is Mormon. Seriously, there's a ton of Mormons here in Vegas.
Yeah, they run the city sometimes.
They do.
Yeah, I know that they own a lot of like Bishop Mormon or Bishop Gorman. Bishop Gorman, that's what we used to call it.
Bishop
I went to
Gorman.
Green Valley, yeah, so that's what we called them.
Catholic.
No,
Yeah,
they do
but
have
all of
bishops.
the Mormon kids
no,
there go.
they do have
Yeah.
bishops. Instead of a minister or the priest, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna, you would call him the bishop. Sorry.
Yeah,
Would
we
be
used to
the
make fun of
leader.
them all the time.
Yeah.
Before we used to
even
look at
festive shit,
the
too.
temple out here.
Yeah, it's
The
utility
temple on the
church.
Yeah.
east side.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
the,
it's in the like weird. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be over on the east side, northeast part of Vegas.
up on Hollywood.
Yeah, my parents were like, "Can you drive us by there?" When they came to visit the first time,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Sure, it's hella far out of the way, but you know what I mean? Hecka far out of the way. Sorry, mom."
No, you're from Vegas. You probably said hella.
No, I do. My mom, I will catch her cussing now, like she won't care now, and then I'll catch her cussing, talking to me, trying to be cool, and I'll call her. I'm like, Melinda, that's her name. I'm like, I'll scold her. I'm like, did you just cuss? You can call her out on her shit, but
Do it.
I go, I didn't want to put my eggs all in one basket, mom. You told me not to do that.
Speaking of eggs, I did bring some food.
Okay.
I was messing around in the kitchen. You ever get high and just make some randomness?
Yeah.
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 For me, it's just I'll just eat whatever's left. Like
Together though, you mix it.
No, I'll go through like I'll clear out that sleeve of Oreos,
And
and
then-
then you know what I mean, and then move on
Yeah,
to like that
one at a
chocolate
time,
bar I
knock 'em
bought.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
A whole sleeve.
Oh yeah.
I do three,
You don't?
man. What do you? I
Like
do
three
three
Oreos?
sleeves.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll do, like, a family-sized container.
Yeah, the
Half a
Oreos,
gallon of milk.
Pint of ice cream, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, let me make some ice cream.
See, I use my
and then-
Oreo milk for some Fruity Pebbles, and then, you know, you just...
You're
I'm
so-
such a stoner that when I go grocery shopping for the week, I plan my munchies.
Oh,
I
yeah.
buy
You have
munchies
to.
ahead of time, so I don't have to mix shit. But I have put like, I hate vanilla ice cream. I just hate plain vanilla ice cream, and that's my wife's favorite flavor is vanilla. She's so boring in that way. But one time I was so desperate that I put like Nesquik powder on
Oh my
top of it
gosh.
to like for like
Give
to
it
get some
something,
chocolate. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So,
Mhm.
so I didn't have any syrup. I didn't have any. You know what I mean? I was like, I got chocolate powder. That'll work.
Same thing.
Same
I mean,
thing. You stir
Yeah.
it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some chocolate.
if you're high enough, it's all the
Yeah.
same. It's
Exactly.
fine.
It's not vanilla, you know. Jeez.
Why are the vanilla haters? Myself actually like vanilla, but
Don't
with a
even
lot of
try-
toppings.
Don't even
With
Don't even
toppings.
try to impress her.
I
You
like
know
it with
she's listening.
No, I totally disagree with you guys.
all about
Screw you.
toppings?
No, I think vanilla with a bunch of different toppings is still good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
just
but
a
not by
straight,
itself.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to eat just vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
No, you want at least like some chocolate sprinkles
You're
on
not
them.
going.
Yes,
you're not going to
something.
Baskin
Yeah.
Robbins and going. Of the 32 flavors, motherfucker, I want the OG vanilla, just
Yeah.
vanilla. They would look at you like, all right, idiot.
Yeah.
You know, here you go. You know, here's $7 for you. Whatever.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So.
Soft serve is the only time I go vanilla. Oddly, I just thought of that. Sorry. Yeah, soft serve. I won't go chocolate. I don't like chocolate soft serve, but or I'll go twist. But I won't go all chocolate.
What's your favorite Go-Gurt?
Go-Gurt?
Any
Strawberry-
Go-Gurt.
Strawberry kiwi. I got it. They got what do they got on them right now? Frozen 2. That's what I go by because they were Patrick and
Frozen too?
that's the Frozen 2 ones. That's
There
how
was
my
a
daughter
fight.
shops. She doesn't care what it tastes like. She's just like SpongeBob.
Frozen. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
frozen.
The police came and stuff to a Frozen 2
Damn.
theater. There was a fight. There was a big brawl. Like people were hitting each other with like axes and clubs.
Oh shit.
It was nuts. I heard about it in the news.
My daughter went with my wife without me, and she had a good time. And then she spoiled it for me immediately. I was like,
Oh,
"How was
goodness.
Frozen?" And then she was like, "Blah blah 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 blah," and I was like, "Thanks, kid. Learn how to tell movie stories, you know."
We have two things in the news recently. I don't know. You guys keep up with the Running Rebels actually played their last home game ever at Sam Boyd Stadium.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Why the fuck is Sam Boyd out in the middle of nowhere?
It's right past Russell. It's right by where I live. Fuck, it's so far.
Yeah, I live
Yeah.
all the way out by like Boulder City, so.
Mm-hmm.
UNLV is near the Strip, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
That never made sense to me. Is like, why is it?
Yeah,
why
it's
was it out in
weird.
the middle of the nowhere? You know what I mean? I guess that's probably where land was cheapest when it was built. Maybe I don't know.
It's named after the gambling the casino owner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy.
But
yeah, boy.
the name itself it sounds like some boys, some boy. They get motocross there. You ever heard? They're like some boy stadium.
I want to be on SNL, so I don't know if I can. If I can do that. I'm just playing.
Oh
No,
goodness.
Where are they gonna play? Well,
They're moving
the
to
stadium's not done yet.
They're moving there though
Oh, but
next
the
season.
season's
It will be
season's
done,
over.
and
Oh, okay.
but they defeated on their last game. They defeated San Jose State 38-35. So
But they didn't
left
make
on
it
a
to the
good note
playoffs?
there. Dude, when I was a kid, they have the benches there, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get so hot during the summer games sometimes, and I would be there, and you're sitting on these benches, and they just hurt. But it always felt to me like a place that was like kind of like a double wide motor home turned into a football field.
Oh, okay.
Like they were supposed to have NASCAR there.
Yeah.
Like,
So
Yeah.
it was a racetrack at one point. Yeah.
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 They
and
started building it halfway through. Like UNLV approached and was like, "Hey man, I know you guys are supposed to be building a NASCAR stadium here, but
or they were building the football stadium, and then just a couple of guys out at night would come out and just start drinking 40s, and start driving their trucks around.
it's a horseshoe, man."
They're like, get the fuck back to work, man. We're putting a football field in.
Oh, those good old 1971. It was built. It's been
damn.
around for a long time, and they're
That's
done.
crazy.
Yeah, and actually, it hosted some things like Supercross was there, and XFL actually was there.
Oh, XFL. Okay.
They were the Las Vegas Outlaws.
Oh, shit.
I remember watching that game.
Oh, see. You went to one? Live?
No, I watched it though
Oh,
at my friend's house, and we were taking whippets. We were
Brain
young,
cells
man.
just dying. Oh, God. God, the
I mean,
best you have to
I don't
do when
know.
you're 18, dude.
I honestly don't know if I lost more brain cells doing the whippets or watching the XFL.
Yeah. For sure. Or the players playing in the XFL. Because wasn't it all like no rules and you could just, I don't know, you could just spear people and double, they were trying to go for, wasn't
Yeah,
it like
they were going for
wrestling
no.
mixed in,
Yeah,
you
because
know?
I remember someone was spitting in someone's face and it was okay.
Oh, shit. Yeah. They're just like trying to break each other. Just punch each other or some shit. It was like NFL Blitz, where you could just. What was that? NFL.
Yeah, NFL
Hits,
Blitz.
NFL Hits, Blitz, or whatever.
Blitz, yeah.
Where you could just beat the shit out of each other and get like penalties.
They had the Rumble.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, dude, it's so good.
It was pretty amazing. So we got some soft-hearted stuff in the news too. A dog put a car in reverse.
I was when you said
yeah.
a dog. When this sentence started with a dog, I was just like, please don't say some dog.
No.
You said soft, and I was like, please don't. Put a car in reverse.
Yeah, Max, the black lab, well, actually he got locked in his owner's car, and he just drove around for an hour
Good.
in reverse.
Good. And nobody could stop the car. Oh, because it was just in reverse. And it's not like you could it's like, oh shit.
He's just whipping around this. It happened.
Just some of that old 50s music.
Yeah.
People running around the car trying to stop it. Like, we don't know what to do.
I
Little
wonder,
hat on.
like, that dog must have gone on so many rides with the owner to like
Oh, yeah.
understand. I mean, like
Oh,
that's a smart dog.
Oh, no.
It is.
It's probably a dumb dog. Who was trying to get the fuck out of that locked car because of the terrible owner who left him in there and kicked it in reverse, dude.
The neighbor actually, Ann Sabol, she claimed that he was doing well until he hit a mailbox.
He was doing well. Like, he was actually fucking
I see like Paperboy,
that's a journalist looking for a
Yeah.
fucking quote. And that's like the best snippet of the 15-minute conversation he
Oh
had
my
with the lady.
God.
She just sat out there and watched the whole thing.
And she claimed that actually she's seen a lot worse drivers in her neighborhood.
Oh,
Oh god. Dude.
This happened in the magical state of Florida,
Oh,
though.
of course. Yeah, it
And
would happen. In
Everything,
Florida.
yeah, all the weirdest shit
Everything crazy
happens in
happens
Florida.
in Florida. It's 'cause you got
Oh
everything
goodness,
there.
I can imagine him like just driving his owner crazy,
Yeah.
driving. All right.
All right, Waldeck.
On that night, yeah. On that note,
Anybody
we
doesn't-
are gonna hear from our sponsors, and we will be right back.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Listen to us in the office, or kitchen, or garage, or tattoo parlor, or body shop, or sex club, or smoke shop, or torture chamber. We go where you go. This is Radio Vegas.rocks.
From top to bottom, the Golden Tiki is the most interesting bar in Las Vegas. It has so many hidden treasures inside that you need to go again and again just to take in the great decor you may have missed the first time. The Talking Tiki who puts on a show over the bar, or the black velvet paintings that tell the story of the pirate William Tobias Faulkner and his influence on the bar. You gotta love the Tiki-inspired ashtrays, including those that blow smoke when you leave a cigarette inside. Hey, don't steal them. That's not cool. Grab some friends and order the treasure chest used for the $499 VIP service, or the $35 Scorpion Bowls, or $45 Zombie Punches, the skeleton that puts on his own show, or the waterfall, the lucky tiki you need to rub, the twinkle lights. I could go on and on, but just come down to the Golden Tiki, 3939 Spring Mountain Road, and experience the hidden hideaway for yourself. Did I mention at the Golden Tiki you should look for the Easter eggs hidden throughout the bar? Return and you'll most likely discover new things you didn't notice before, like Wilson hanging out behind the bar, or Bigfoot's footprint. The Golden Tiki, 3939 Spring Mountain Road.
Hey ladies, when it's not raining men, it's always raining tacos at Juan's, Flaming Fajitas, and Cantina during their daily happy hour from 3 to 7. If things get a little too hot from their authentic Flaming Fajitas, you can visit their outdoor dining area and cool down with one or dos Corona Ritas. If you're feeling spicy, be sure to order one of my personal favorites, their fresh tableside guacamole, which goes perfectly with their homemade chips and salsa for one or two.
I'm a person that likes a good deli and also can appreciate a good pizza and a good cold one. Well, one place that's got some great cold ones on tap and some fantastic pizza and other stuff, because you can just smell it when you walk in the door. You're like, I'm home, is Naked City Pizza Shop. And there are two convenient locations for you. One on Arville Street. It's at 3240 South Arville inside Moondoggy's Bar. And the other one's Paradise, 4608 Paradise Boulevard. You got two to choose from. You walk in, the smells from the fresh dough, and they make their own sausage, you know. So get that pizza with like some, I think it's got dried tomatoes on it, sausage, pepper. I think it's got a few meats, and they've got incredible sandwiches too, and salads. And also, they're famous for their buffalo wings. They were even so famous for those, and I'm not talking about that because I'm telling you about the other stuff that was just so awesome. But I did have the wings, and they are freaking killer. And they were featured on diners, drive-ins, and dives. So go check it out. Naked City Pizza, two locations, 3240 South Arville Street, and the other one on 4608 Paradise Road.
China grew a plant on the moon.
In retaliation, an Israeli food company 3D printed lab-grown meat in space.
Pigs using tools for the first time.
The police pulled over a driverless Tesla on Smart Summit.
Navy compact fusion reactor.
Californian RoboCop drama related to the robot we reported drove in a fountain 2 years ago.
Alaska celebrates Fat Bear Week.
During the Hong Kong protests, people were reported on having a projector of putting a fake face over their face, but it was a hoax.
Yeah, I was wondering if we could ad lib, but
that one needed it for sure.
Yeah.
Greasy Conversation on Radio Vegas.rocks, Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific.
All right, everybody, one more time. Anyway, no, I'm just... It's Greasy Conversation, you guys.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
RadioVegas.rock.
Even the other stations are tuned in too.
The best Vegas has to offer.
And welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Harrison.
What's up? I'm here. We're good. I'm back.
Harrison's like, fuck it, we roll a blunt right now.
No, it's cool. I don't have any blunt wraps. Right?
I do.
What? You do have blunt wraps? If you do, I will roll a blunt right now. He's got weed.
If Jeff wants to go out to my vehicle, Jeff, will you go grab the cigarello and just
It's
make
kinda
sure
like
that you
one thing I'm
lock it?
proud of.
So it's right there in like the center.
As a stoner,
Yeah, you'll see
is
it.
like being able to roll a good blunt.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it. It's just so fun.
It's like an art.
It's a good little hobby within weed. You know, that's what I
Yeah.
love. Like, oh shit, that's what I love about like weed and everything. Am I
Mhm.
good?
I turn it towards you.
Okay. It's just
There we
like
go.
being able to, all the little trinkets, bongs, rigs, dabs, joints. It's just fun.
Being able to roll a good joint, though, is a great skill.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to embarrass yourself, too, when you're like, I
Right.
got this. You're in public, and you're like, I could do this with one hand. You're telling everyone, you're like, no, sit down, I got this.
I'm proud of my joint rolling abilities.
And then you mess it up, and everyone's just like, ooh, we should have never. It was like the last paper.
Dude, if it's even like a little cockeyed, there'll be people want to give
Right.
you shit, and you're like, whatever, dude, roll one better.
Yeah,
You know.
I roll perfect blunts.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like people are always so like amazed.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
I'll
a
do
girl
good.
with
I like to
long
put
nails.
crutches in mine. I'm a big
Yes.
advocate of the crutch.
Yeah.
Crutches
people are
matter.
surprised.
Nobody wants Scooby snacks. Like-
Exactly, and people every time there's not a crutch, it's always so slobbery and like sealed. You have to like pin. It's terrible. So
Awful.
crutch your blunts, people, and your joints.
Hashtag stop joint shaming.
No.
No joint
I'm
shaming.
shaming those joints. crutch your shit.
I seen one yesterday
hell
that was
yeah. Thank
actually
you,
like a turkey. It was an actual turkey.
A turkey.
It was a turkey joint, and it looked like a turkey. Like it was a little like. It looked
I've
like a
seen
key
that. Yeah, I've seen what you're
type
talking
turkey.
about. Yeah, people do some crazy stuff with that paper. They
Uh-huh.
do like they can make whatever.
They like
and then-
paper mache it.
With weed, they just like compress it down and then I don't know. Need that trash can. I'm gonna grab the trash can real quick.
It happens. So we wanted to talk about some stoner food for a little bit. You guys mess around in the kitchen, throw some randomness. I throw random cereal together all the time. I put bacon in my cereal.
Really?
You put bacon in your cereal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not against it.
With bacon, the best stoner sandwich that I ever had. Shout out to Mama Sherry is peanut butter, so toasted bread, peanut butter, and bacon, and that's it, and it's so good. But they like to put like lettuce and tomato on theirs. I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and bacon though, that shit's bomb.
I've had some jam LTs.
Oh my gosh.
Lettuce, tomatoes? What? What do you
And
mean?
jam.
Jam,
Some jam
LT.
LT. Some jam, some lettuce, and some tomato.
You're a sick fuck.
It's a JLT. Yo, you ask around, man. It's actually Justin Timberlake's jam. It's that JLT, dude.
That's some rich people shit. Yeah, like where they just want to. Where Justin Timberlake's just trying to be cool,
whatever,
so he's
yeah.
like, "What can I order?" Just to be, just to be different.
It's the JLT.
The Justin Timber.
Yeah.
The jam, the lettuce, and the tomato.
I like jam, but now with the lettuce and tomato is like BLT is great.
Yeah.
That's
Jam-
classic.
Jam is pushing it.
Jam is pushing.
It depends because jam comes in many forms.
That's true.
I mean, you can make anything jam. You can make a red pepper jam.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, that's true.
Did I just blow your mind right now? Or
Yeah.
you
Well,
just,
no, I'm gonna go. Okay, well, if you're talking like,
should
red
you?
pepper jam, and lettuce and tomato, then
Yeah.
sure, I'll give it to you.
All
But
right.
you better throw some bacon on there as well for that.
What if you got the can of jam?
I don't know what that. Oh yeah, that'd be dope,
Yeah,
kinda dope.
that can of jam.
Then just put it on. Don't just leave out the lettuce and tomato. Why are you trying to ruin the good jam.
So here we have some bacon wrap stuffing, but the stuffing, he's like, let me see this. The stuffing is made out of animal crackers. It's an animal cracker stuffing.
Okay, so we're gonna try it.
I Googled animal cracker stuffing. There's no found anything of it. And it could go with cranberry. I had some cranberry too, but it's interesting. It's different. I mean, I don't know if I like it or not, but
the bacon's good. I'm just eating. Bacon's good. I can't really
Have
taste
one,
the
Jeff.
animal cracker.
You could probably eat one of those.
Is there a water or something?
Do we have water today? I didn't bring any. Let me see what I can find. I'll be right back.
We're just making him run around. We're gonna start just. Every time he comes back, I'm gonna start coming with a new reason.
Let's play a game where we have Jeff go for something that is not there.
How many times can we get Jeff to go get some shit?
What should we have? Yeah.
No, I'm just
He's probably listening to us.
I would joke about it, but I wouldn't. Man, I'm not that mean. I just like to talk about being mean.
Jeff's the man.
My wife was once like, I said, I caught myself saying this. I was like, no, I'm not an asshole. I just like to say, asshole things because I think it's funny. And she's like, Harrison, that makes you an asshole. Like, it's like, oh, well, yeah, I guess we put it that way.
So, Jay has all these random drinks. And
something.
I want to see what they are because they're just.
Did you read the bottom of the can?
Oh yeah.
I don't have my glasses.
Let me see.
Oh, no, what is this?
It's some sort of beer, but that's cool with me.
Yeah, let's see what's in Jay's fridge.
Oh, that's perfect.
What? No, hold on. We want to go. You're gonna get something.
Last time I never opened this shit, so I don't even know what. I don't even know what this is.
Can you get the left-handed mixer?
It's pretty good.
What am I doing?
Get the left-handed mixer.
What are you talking about?
Out of the other room.
I don't know what a left-handed mixer is.
It's like a mixer, but it's opposite. It's left-handed one.
Out of the other studio? Dude, I don't know radio shit. I'm telling you.
I can't hold it any longer. I don't know.
Fucking with you.
We're just messing around.
We were like, how many times we get Jeff to leave the room because I started to feel bad about it.
No, that's all right. He knows I'm hyper, so he knows how to keep me busy. Cool. Thank you.
I'm a fan.
You like the drinks though? I mean,
oh no, they're good.
Of weed and
Thank you. I
munchies.
appreciate
Munchie
that.
foods. Munchie foods. Favorite munchie foods.
My favorite munchie foods are the Captain Andy's hot fries. Oh my god.
Right now I'm in I'll go between like sweet, like wanting like gummies and sweets versus to like chocolate. So right now I'm chocolate and I like symphony bars, but it's Christmas time, so don't get me started here. Those chocolate orange, the chocolate oranges, the dark chocolate oranges, milk chocolate raspberry orange. You guys know about those where you like hit them? You guys never heard? Oh, so at Walmart in like the Christmas candy section, you'll see like it's a little box and it's an orange. Okay. And when you like smash it, you have to smash it. And as kids, we would try and smash them on our heads.
Oranges?
Yeah, but then it like breaks it apart and it's slices of chocolate, but it like look like oranges and it tastes like chocolate orange. It's orange flavored chocolate.
I feel like that would be a good like game to play where you have to like smash it against your head and like turn it into a drinking game.
No, definitely will give you a concussion if you smash it against your head. It's like solid chocolate. Don't recommend that. Just give it a good whack on the counter. But it's good. Unless you have a hard head or can convince Duber to do it, I feel like Duber's the kind of guy that at a party you could convince to do anything.
No. That's not. No, why are you talking about yourself like that?
No, not me. I'm just saying in general.
Maybe it depends. It depends on the situation.
He's pretty good.
But
He's pretty good.
so I do want to admit that I get pretty like my mind goes off when I get stoned. Sometimes my mind is just like it's kind of childish. You ever get that stoner childish mind? Oh, so my kid, he's almost 2, but he'll like go and turn off the garage door, and he loves it. He loves pressing the button. Any kid at that age loves just pressing any button, right? Mm-hmm. So like I'm clapping for him that he's doing it, and then he makes me do it. And then he starts clapping for me, and I go into the mind that like I'm proud of myself. Or
Your kid Kids really do turn into your biggest hype man.
When your kid applauds you, he makes
Yeah.
you proud.
Like, I'm so friggin' awesome right now. I can
Yeah.
open a garage door.
My
Like,
3-year-old daughter
this
will
is
do the same
amazing.
shit, like be like, "Good job, daddy," or on some stupid shit, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Thanks, kid,"
Right.
Oh yeah, that's what I got a good job for taking a shit in the toilet. Yeah, that's what I got a good job for
You're
my daughter.
like,
Yeah. She's like, "What were you doing in there?" I was like, "I took a shit." She goes, "Good job, daddy."
When you're at work, you got a huge smile that day. Everyone's like, "Why are you so happy, Harrison?" Harrison's all like, "Oh yeah, my daughter told me that good job for rolling a great blunt."
She calls it the scary smoke. I'll hit the vape pen inside in the kitchen or whatever and like blow it up, and she'll be like, "Ooh, that's the scary smoke."
Kids are funny.
My son's not asking yet. He's 2, so he's not.
Yeah.
He's so
asking yet.
young. It's
Mine
fun.
turns 3 tomorrow.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, happy
Ooh,
birthday!
nice. Yeah, she's
Thank
3
you,
and a
thank
half.
you.
That's awesome.
You guys having a party?
No, Dad's out of town, so we're gonna like do a big shopping day where we go get him a ton of toys and crafts and stuff, and we're gonna spend all day baking and eating
That's
pizza.
all
and-
that they care about
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
So, and it's fun.
That sounds like fun.
They don't really have friends at that age, so it's
No.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So they're just,
It's too cold to go outside.
Exactly.
It's like, come on. We'll probably start a fire, make some s'mores or something.
You're now the second guest to roll a blunt on the air.
who else did?
Poncho.
Poncho
G.
I roll when Poncho's around. When me and Poncho are hanging out, I'll roll the blunts.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope Tina appreciates that.
That's cool. I love Poncho. Me and Poncho did the roast together. Shout out to Poncho. Me and Poncho did the roast together at the Stratosphere.
Oh yeah, huh?
That was fun. We had a good time.
You won, huh?
Yeah, I did.
You did.
I was gonna have you say it.
Self shout out. Yeah, I waited to say. Yeah, I got you.
Humble brag, you know.
I like weed too as medicine.
Yep.
I'm always trying to avoid the
Anxiety.
aspirin and go right on to something for the body. You know, CBD.
Can we smoke this in here?
No.
Oh, okay. So,
Electronics.
Yeah, so I just read this thing the other day that I wanted to tell you about.
Mm.
So there was this nonverbal 3-year-old girl that was having 200 seizures a day, and she had her episodes reduced to 30 times a day at most because she was giving 2.5 milliliters of oil under her tongue 3 times a day. So
That's
just
so
3 times,
awesome.
yeah. She totally replaced all of her pills and medications and stuff.
That
And,
to
like-
me, it's all anecdotal. You know what I mean? It's by case
Mhm.
by case. But I think for in those cases where it works, it's so amazing. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like that those people who nothing pharmaceutical traditional has helped.
Yeah.
And then this, is like a miracle cure, but it's working. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Times actually just did a documentary, and it's called what is it? Documentary on cannabis in children, and it's like completely based around all of these kids that have different conditions and how it affects them, and most of them is epilepsy, but that's where it's showing like the most.
Oh
and
yeah,
that's-
with the
yeah.
muscle. Yeah, with this is cool. That
Yeah,
for those people, they're
absolutely.
finding relief.
Yeah, and I'm hoping. I mean, did you guys see that it's going into House? It just passed House to be
Oh.
legal all over the
Oh
United
yeah,
States.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Senate, that just
Yeah,
passed
so
that,
it's
yep.
like it's going up there.
I hope it doesn't get shut down. I hope that it's the smart
Yeah.
thing to do. You know what I mean?
I think it's all about money too. My mind goes
Oh,
to
yeah.
the
At this
opposite
point,
side because I'm a fan of the state that you live in. Like I live
Yeah.
in Nevada, and we're supposed to
federally,
be
each
getting
state
these
doing it
taxes.
federally, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I mean, if the government takes over, what happens now? Now they're
Yeah.
going to be the one taking the taxes, and
that's true.
Yeah.
a lot of the smaller places may never see it, or
But do
the
you
way
think that
they
it would
disperse
be-
it may be different
Yeah.
because Las Vegas should have majority of this money too, and we all
Right.
know it, and we're not getting
No.
majority of the taxes.
No.
Based
I think
upon
that's
who
the thing.
buys.
It should be within it goes
County
in the way-
or
yeah.
some,
Yeah.
well, we're
Yeah.
not getting the amount
goes
that we
into a
should
lot
It
be.
definitely.
politics,
I feel like it's just. I don't know. Like it needs to be more accessible. It needs to be less limited. It needs to be. I think that hemp and everything should be used for everything.
I think the
mean,
stigma is going
That's how we're
away.
gonna save the world.
I'll put it this
Yeah.
way: if you want to know about the stigma and how it's going away, as far because the people who fight it are like the Christian. My
Yeah.
super Mormon family are actually pretty cool with it. Like my grandfather uses hemp oil, now for medical
Yeah.
medical shit, know, which I'm like, would have never thought
Yeah.
that he would have ever, like normal. But it's like he can't argue with the fact that it works. You know what I mean?
There were grandparents out there trying to get CBD on the low, like when it was illegal CBD in some places, you know? You had your grandfather hitting up your weed man just for some little lotion rub down, you know? Kind of weird.
Yep. They've been making this shit for a long time. People have had this shit for a long time. It's just now.
Yeah,
public.
because I mean,
And
we
now it's
know it
good.
works.
And
Yeah.
now, you know what I mean? That's what's cool about Vegas, too, is knowing what's in your weed, the terpenes and everything. Like,
Yeah.
I get nerdy about that shit, too. But,
Oh, absolutely, because it's
you know,
cool. I mean,
exactly.
your
And
body
you know what
responds to it and everything.
Yeah, and then you know what you're getting, you know what you want, you know?
And for the medical aspect, it's good to see it as a big push against Big Pharma, too.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
Big Pharma has been trying to take down this
The
industry
opioid
for so long.
epidemic was caused by Big Pharma that we're
Mhm.
finding out, and
Yeah.
doctors are paid and pushed, to push these, opioids, and it's just fucking. That's a hard
Sick.
word to say.
And then they were fighting against marijuana the whole time, and cannabis and all the advocates from the 70s that paved the way. And then and against everyone telling you that it's wrong, the people that were in jail for so long, you know.
Cheech and Chong, dude. Chong going to jail for bombs.
People being able to use it on their kids
Yeah.
legally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
People fight for
we've
that
actually
area.
been dropped by pediatricians for using it on Carter. Like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, for like mentioning getting him a medical card and stuff, and that's just because of his age and because like he's got a skin condition, so they look at it like, oh, it's no big deal, but I mean, he still can't like pass a hearing test or anything. He can't close his eyes, like it's affecting him, and they wouldn't do anything for him, and then we were just like,
Well, we're gonna
doing
try it
it.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the parents.
Yeah.
Do it. You got to do what's best for your kid.
yeah, and then
you know.
ultimately, like the other doctors that we saw once we started doing it were like, there's nothing that we can prescribe you that's going to give you these results.
Oh, also, yeah, and it's really like one of those things where if it works, cool. If it doesn't, then you're
Right.
not harmed. Nobody's
Right.
died from. You
Absolutely
know what
not.
I mean? So there's no harm or risk
No.
in trying it.
No.
If anybody's ever people who like get freak out or have gone to the hospital just don't know how to handle their shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The people who
Yeah.
eat all those edibles and drive to. I'm like, come on, like you just did. Like,
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
take a shower. You'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Go eat
drink
something. Go
something,
to
eat
Denny's.
something, yeah.
Take some
Order a
CBD
burger.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CBD always works too when someone's
Yeah.
too high. CBD is they say is one of the best things. Before we get out of here soon, Harrison, it was great and amazing for you to
quick.
stop by. Let me tell you that first.
Thank you
But
for having me.
do you have any
Genuinely.
plugs or any shout outs that
Not really. Right now, I don't really have any shows coming up. I'm planning a Pacific Northwest tour for some comedy, just small shit. I'm gonna drive through, do a little road trip for myself. Maybe bring a buddy with me. But just doing that open mic comedy grind, working. I'm gonna shout out. It's a weed podcast, so I am gonna shout out. My sister has an Instagram page. If you're fans of weed, it's 710.rn. 710.rn. And she has some cool shit on there. So I'll shout her out. But that's
Nice.
about it. Harrison.die on Instagram. That's about it.
Harrison, why the tour over there? You
What?
say you're gonna do a tour?
Oh, I do tours. Between I do a Great Candy tours. That's right. Sorry.
I thought you were
so
gonna
that's all I'm
travel.
doing right now. Just working. Oh, why I tour over? That's where I'm from. I just want to travel. And my brother lives up in Seattle. I have friends, brother-in-law in Eugene, friends in Portland. So I have like couches I could crash on.
You go get
All the way
together and
down, yeah.
do the orange smashing.
Exactly. Yeah.
The chocolate orange smash.
Yeah. Smash up. That smash up from my brother's head.
Cheyenne, you got anything coming up?
No, but I want to say happy birthday to my son.
Oh,
I'm
happy
so
birthday.
excited.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
That's
gonna
awesome.
be 3, so that's a big deal. And then shout out to my husband, working hard. Can't wait to see him.
Shout out, happy belated to my birthday to my wife. Her birthday was on the 17th, so she'll be mad if I didn't say that. So
happy
belated.
birthday.
Happy
Belated, me and my girlfriend anniversary, 6 years. We met each other
wow.
6 years ago. Yeah,
Nice.
Well, congratulations.
Congrats.
That's a big deal. 6 years is a long
a
time.
long time. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like a
Kelly
marriage.
did great at the karaoke thing. That was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
She had she really loves karaoke too,
Yeah.
and she has a song selection about 8 different songs, maybe that she loves to do. But karaoke, fun,
Yeah.
Everyone, guys, coming up next, I did want you to let you know there is the Rockin' Comedy Show with Crazy J that is live next on After Us here on RadioVegas.rocks. We do have no show next week. Maybe I think they do a holiday something special for Thanksgiving, as well as we're going to take a 1 week break, and we will be back December 9th with guest Jay Petrie. She is a recording artist out here in Las Vegas, and I love my Vegas locals. Awesome. I myself will be over at the Rick's Rolling Barbecue Wednesday night, 2 days from now, 8:07 p.m. Nice comedy showcase. One of the longest running comedy showcases here in Vegas.
Oh, cool.
Over
Rick's
200.
I need to go over there and hang out. Maybe I'll come watch you.
200 episodes.
And talk to Rick and get on that shit. I just hit 1 year anniversary of doing comedy in November 8th. So I'm kind of now in my mind mentally, I'm like, okay, I'm going to start going after that shit real hard. So
there you go. I feel when it comes to any kind of entertainment or aspect of comedy or 420 or even Instagram, everything, there's just nowadays so many different aspects that people take on themselves, you know, and you kind of have to eventually learn how to balance that, like balance on Facebook, Instagram, and all this, and still have a family, and
you
still
do the work though,
and still work, and still have kids, like. So like people take on a lot, you know, and it really sometimes it shows, you know, and you have fun with it though, you know.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to all my followers and listeners. A lot of you guys have been following me on Instagram for a while, and that's been pretty amazing. I think it's over a year now since I started using Instagram. I actually didn't use it for a long time.
Me neither.
Yeah. And
I didn't start until about but I didn't start using it until I started doing comedy. I was like, oh shit. I'm a dad, but now I gotta do this. Because all that stuff ultimately is like dating shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or business promotion.
Yeah.
If you're married or in a relationship, you know, you stop using that stuff for what most people use those purposes for. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm just checking in on friends, you know, stuff like that. It's
I'm taking in those morning memes, man.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now I got so many memes, following so many when you're friends with so many comedians on Facebook that you just start seeing.
That's all my social media is.
Just all comedians.
I like that though.
It's fun.
I don't mind it.
I love it.
I wake up, I'll take like a 50 memer in the morning. I'll just load me up, dude.
Oh, you post some good
tap
meme.
that
And your
50
post,
meme right into me, boy.
I'm a lurker. You're very much a contributor. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. You post some good memes. You got some good memes.
I actually met someone recently, and it was kind of strange because I met him for the first time, and the first thing they said to me was, oh, you have a really awesome Facebook. And I was just like, how do I like... Thank you.
Bro. No, thanks, dude. Thanks, dude. That's exactly what you say. Thanks, man.
You know, I've been taking care of it now since it was baby, and
cultivating and accumulating these. I can't think of the right word, but these memes. You know, curating these memes for you. You know, I appreciate. I'm glad you appreciate my curation.
And harvesting. No, I'll harvest the meme in my mind though. Yeah. I really will. Like, I'll be thinking of it. And, you know, you ever think of something like that would be like, oh, this would be great for, like, Family Guy or, you know, a skit-wise. Yeah. And then very, very close to there, you could just be like, oh, well, it's a meme, whatever.
And I'm too lazy to do anything with that thought. Forget it. Because I'm a stoner. No, I have some shit. Yeah, it's fun. I love it. It's cool. Thank you again for having me.
You're welcome. It's always a pleasure. And thank you for swinging by. And thanks, Cheyenne, for coming in, co-host.
Thank you for having me.
And we will see you guys in 2 weeks, November 9th or December 9th. All right. Have a good one. Bye.
Thank you.